Donnie. And there's Kim.
Hi.
We're headed over to the property to check on it. We haven't been up here in a while. So we figured we'd let you guys take a ride with us. I was gonna use the drone and film the ride coming back here. It's a pretty long ride, almost 10 miles off the highway. But the phone that I use as a screen for the drones is completely dead. I guess the button got pushed somehow in my backpack and it got turned on. But I've got it charging now. If it charges up enough, then I'll film our way out. And so if you do see drone footage in here of us going down the road headed to the property, just know it's the exit. It's not entering the property. That's when we were leaving.
This is pretty.
But stand by and we'll be there in a minute. I'll show you what it looks like here. May get some wind noise. Let me get this turned.
It's pretty.
Now we're on the blacktop. We gotta take it back for a little ways and then it'll turn into a dirt road, and then we got a pretty good ride down the dirt road before we get there. We started developing this area many years ago. Private group of people. They tried to go around the government to avoid paying all the fees and everything associated with building. Uncle Sam's got to get their part. They tried to avoid that where they wouldn't have to pay Uncle Sam, and they got shut down. So it's divided up. There are a bunch of old blacktop roads back here. They've only got one layer of asphalt on them, and most of them are busted up pretty good with potholes and cracks. And they're never gonna fix it unless another group of people or a very wealthy individual comes in here and buys all of this land and then tries to redevelop it. I'm seeing a lot of odd stuff down here.
A lot of good farming land, though.
This is the ride going back to the property. There's no houses out here. You'll see, here's one of the roads coming up now. Look down, you can see that there's no houses back here. They cut roads, paved the roads, broke up the land in this area into individual lots, but that's as far as they got before the government shut them down. So now it's an area that the poachers can ride around much easier because they got a paved road to drive on when they go night hunting for deer with spotlights. Coming up to where it turns into dirt, we got a pretty good ride after that. So I'll save you guys from having to see all of that. There's where the clay road starts. But this right here is a creek that runs back through here, a very small creek. They put a pipe under the ground there, under the road, because this stays wet all the time. See how the vegetation is much darker here. And there's two creeks, two small creeks that join into one. The other creek is further ahead, and that's the one that is just past our west boundary on the property. Alright guys, we will be there in a few minutes. Hey guys, alright, we made it. We got, I don't know if you guys know the story of the property, when we got it, there was a trailer house sitting right back here. And there was another one that was out here. The one out here by the power pole over there was repossessed by the bank. And there's the remnants of the old mobile home that was here. Someone came since we purchased the property and stole all the aluminum off the siding and the roof, and they wreaked havoc on this place. But there's trash like this. I heard rumors that the people lived here had drug problems. But anyhow, this is the well pump. I put this well on. It didn't have one. It had the well, but it didn't have a pump. The plug, this part was bad. It's over there lying on the ground. But anyway, this is what we put on. We haven't used this in 3 months or so. When we get here and I started pumping it, we got water right away.
Water table, Jack.
But it's nice, clean drinking water, really cold. Got good water here. Sorry about how much it's moving and shaking. Hard to do one-handed.
Good boy.
But anyway, that's our drinking water for the animals. When we come up here, we just keep the bucket on it and keep the bugs and the critters out. We're gonna walk around a little bit, go down into the back. That bag right here we hung on the tree because of the amount of trash that's out here. When we come up, we work on picking up some of the garbage. It's out here. We've hauled a lot of debris off this place, off the property. The other mobile home sat right here, and the people abandoned it. They just got out and abandoned it. Don't know why.
A cactus garden.
There's cactus all over out here. And that long pipe you see up here, that white pipe, that's the old well pipe that goes down. That's from the critters. The animals got into it. And you see all the trash in there. We still got to clean all that up. There was so much garbage here. Looks like a dump now. They got these little piles. The people who lived here, they just scattered piles in separate areas of the property. And you walk around, it'd be nice and beautiful, and all of a sudden you come across a pile of trash that's grown up. Here's where we shoot. Right there, right there. Just so we don't lose any bullets.
No, been out here, look.
Yep, coyotes.
Wow, we will be gone.
We haven't been out here and it's been a while. I believe the last time we came, I filmed it and uploaded it. This area can be really, really creepy at times, very intimidating at times. This is our trail.
Peaceful.
We ain't made it back to the area where them things are always at either. This right here is what we call them blueberries. It's a baby, but they do produce, it's a huckleberry. That one's got one on it right there. It ain't ripe yet, but there's one. They're super sweet. Tastes just like a blueberry, like an over sweetened blueberry. Dang, it's just the way it's setting. There's a blue one right there. It's overripe. But those do grow large and they put off a lot of fruit. There's the shooting house.
It's leaning.
Oh, wow. Got legs in the ground. Holy mackerel. Yeah. As we got on here, we doubled up on these legs right here and we bounced on them to drive them in the ground, and they wouldn't go in. This one, somebody's driven it in the ground. Like, even the bars down here, the crossbars are smashed in.
Everything else is up.
It's even smashed it below the anchors. There's the anchor. Look at that wire. It was tied around it. This was much higher. Looks like it's been shifted. And there's a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bent too.
Oh, it's been moved from here too.
That bar's bent. What in the world? Look at that pipe right there's bent on it.
Yeah. The whole thing is.
That ain't right.
Ain't gonna go in.
Nope. That one of them things come up here and tried to pull it down. Oh.
You can't get in there.
Hold this, baby. I'm gonna go up and get the door. I'm gonna look at it and make sure it ain't tore up.
Okay.
Okay, you see, you're aiming.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, you may want to come over here. You're not gonna be able to see if you aim at something. Just gonna go up and straighten that. That's dead.
Keep talking. I'll get you going here.
Just make sure it horns. It's raining bad.
Yeah.
Chair's still in it. Someone shook the fire out of this thing. This is the weight for the door.
It just went off. It just went off.
That's right. It's not off.
I can't see what I'm doing here. Somebody's been out here. Is it filming? Here we go. Say hi.
What?
Say hi.
Yep. Can't balance in the bottom of my leg, right? And actually talk. That got ripped out too. Yep, there's red wasp right there. That's what I was looking for. I had it tied down.
This is weird.
Last time I was out here, we tied it up. Something happened to it. It's not normal.
Nope.
There's a nest here somewhere. I bet he's inside that pipe.
Oh, it's going up underneath that cover.
Yeah.
There's a blue rope there.
Don't want him to get any ideas and sting me. I wonder if a bear did that.
Probably. Well, he put. I don't understand why this side over here is bent if it's bare. It's only on one side.
The bar's bent on the bottom.
Yeah.
The whole corner's bent. I don't know, something bent it. Let's show it to Chris. Maybe, you know, you fell in the ground right there. It's not moving.
It turned itself off.
Yep, it's not off. The screen turns off so your battery don't drain from turning the screen on. Guys, I don't know if y'all can, it may be hard for you to see it on the screen. The legs underground, even the crossbars, look how they're mashed into the dirt right there. Something very heavy smashed this thing down in the ground. This is the way it was set, and all four legs were like this. You can see it's almost like
hole right over there, bent.
there's no trees on it. Ain't like it got hit by a tree. Guys, look right there. You can see where it's bent. Turn it a little, maybe you can see it a little better.
Look at the pile of pine cones behind you that you're stepping on. Is this somebody collected pine cones?
We're gonna have to come back and fix that. I'm gonna have to have Chris. I ain't gonna be able to do that by myself. That thing's heavy. Guys, look at the bars on the bottom right here of the stand. They're 6 inches above the ground, and it was the same all the way around. That back corner is not only sunk in the ground, but the bars are pushed in a couple inches into the ground as well. That would take a tremendous amount of weight to do that. Look at that cross member, how it's bent.
Yep. Crap.
Now, this is Chris's tower. The only thing on here that belongs to me is the chair that's inside of it. I don't think a bear weighed that much.
That mama
we
bear
had two
might.
people on that thing bouncing, trying to get the feet in deeper. They wouldn't go in. Even after all them rains we had, when we came back up, I sat in it and it didn't move. It didn't sink any at all.
Mama bear might have done it.
And she weighs more than 2 adults, and I don't think so.
And she's got cubs, and she's nursing for little.
Well, getting cubs and nursing doesn't change how much you weigh. A 300-pound nursing cub or bear weighs the exact amount as a 300-pound non-nursing bear. We had almost 400 pounds on that thing bouncing. Not down here. Not in Florida. We got a little.
Somebody did that. Or something.
Something did. Just looking to see if there's any tracks out here. Any prints at all. Over there is where the I don't remember if they put that on video or not. Right up here on the ground, look, deer right here feeding. We had them on camera. And then over there, it looked like a deer was fighting with another deer. But there were only tracks, prints from one deer. And then there's run marks. There's some deer tracks right there. There were marks where the deer somewhat ran off, but he was dragging one leg. It was a deep drag mark. It wasn't that he was scraping his toe as he ran. The leg was literally dragging. I want to check this by this pine right here is where that big buck was marking it up last year. I just want to see how long he continued. 'Cause I didn't. This is the trail. This is a game trail. This is not the trail that we made. A buck came in last year and was banging this holly up, and he had all the ground right here banged up pretty good, marking his territory. And there's tracks. It's really thick. I'm gonna walk back over by that corner and see if there's no bad feelings. I may walk over there and look. I don't know.
It feels peaceful
Well,
right now.
usually it does over here. We're not in that area where all that weird, we get seeing that weird stuff. That invisible thing, looked like water. That tree's gone now from the hurricane, the tree that happened in. But that was right over here. You can see where it's broke off, there's a stub right there. That's the tree that thing was in, that invisible creature. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's somewhere right here. And this tree here with the broken top in it, that's the tree I was in. It was right there 30 feet or so in front of me. Now, this is the path. This was a game trail here. Then when the activity out here jacked up so bad, they quit using it. Just keep your eyes open for snakes.
Yep.
Haven't seen nothing yet. Ouch. Sunglasses off, just in case. See it a little better. It's hard to see the pattern on a rattlesnake or a moccasin. If you have sunglasses on, it's very hard to make it out. The grays and the browns. And right through there is where all that activities happened. Oh, man. When do these trees fall?
Oh no.
That's the way the path went, was right there. There's that.
Remember we've had tornadoes out here.
Not here. The tornadoes were in Youngstown and over by our house. This is the stump where I had put stuff up there. That's where that baseball got tore up. I do not like that area right there. It's a very bad feeling, a creepy feeling when you get over here. A lot of it's probably a trick of my mind playing tricks on me. That tree's dead too now. Oh, that was vines on it. That's that other bush.
Ain't no way to go.
Oh, they got trees are blocking everything. We can't get through. Ain't going under that mess. Get ticks on me. Golly. That big tree's down. See under that, see that big pond that's fell? Look right there on the side of it. On this left side of the top.
Yeah.
That looks like hairs. Back up there. I'm gonna go in there. That looks like a bear. Take your feet up.
Okay. I'm working my way out.
It looks like a bear.
Let's get out of here then. Go ahead.
It's right through there, up behind that tree. Let's get back up here. Listen.
Let's get out of here.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Something definitely moving over there. Alright guys, look like a bear up under that tree. It's definitely black hair. Shiny black hair, like a pig. But we don't have pigs here. Go that way. I look brown, but I've just seen, I thought it was a tree. It's right through there. Let me find it on screen. I'm not sure. It looks like right there. There's something brown right there. It's not a stump. Looks like it's about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot high, but it's about 3 foot wide. It's real wide. It's brown, like a red brown color. Let me get out of here. I'm pretty sure that was that black hair, but I'm almost positive that was the bear. We got a bear up here a few years ago. She had 3 cubs. I want to go down that little trail, but I don't want to go down there. That's the bear. We're going to be 60 yards from her. Could be one of the cubs. She had 3. These pictures are got. I thought they were black, weren't they?
They were, well, they looked like because that night when we saw them.
Yeah, that was black. Whatever was under the tree was black.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was a bear. Which figured they'd be sleeping in a tree instead of under one. But I don't know what that brown thing was. It wasn't a bear.
If it's a hollow, you'll sleep in it.
We're gonna head back up here. I've got a sidearm, but I'm wearing shorts today, and my big sidearm is a little too heavy to wear with these shorts. So I'm carrying a 9mm with me right now. If anything, maybe the noise will scare something off. We'll go up here, closer to the car. I'll show you that what I think was a bear is back there. But we got there's a trail up here that goes back a little ways. Huh? A hornet or a yellow fly? I got my nerves ramped up. Seeing the black under the tree, you know when you see shadows up under the bushes, and they're black, but it's a strange black. It's almost like a smoky colored black. There's two shadows under that tree. The one to the right that was closest to the top was shiny, real shiny. The other one to the left of it looked like a regular, that smoky black shadow that you see under almost any tree or bush out in nature. I think it was only one. I think. We cleared this road. Hurricane Michael cleared most of the trees that are down. But we had some back here that were pushed over. Huh? Yeah, not as much as what we had though. Gotta get the rest of the garbage hauled off first. Yeah, we're not concerned with hauling the trash right now. You guys that are looking at it and probably thinking how disgusting. But it's quite expensive to haul trash off right now. These are full.
Those are crab apples?
Yeah. That one's full too. I didn't show you didn't see the trees last time I come up. I filmed it. Show our family on YouTube. But
What's this?
it's a disease that comes from oak trees. Remember the agricultural guy up there in Chipley, Hunter Cactus, told me about it. And I came up a while back and I told you about the trees pushed over.
Yeah.
Look, see that pine
Yeah.
is bent over? That's not hurricane stuff, but there's a row of them. If we walk back, they go all the way to the woods down there.
Dang. Water.
That was where the trail used to go right there, but you can't get through it. This is the tree that's pushed over. Or fell over. That's the tree right there. It's alive. Something pushed it. There's no marks on it. It's not a car or four-wheeler or anything. That's a pretty big tree. Probably 5 inches in diameter. But that one's pushed. This one right here is pushed. And it goes all the way down to the woods where the creek is. Another bone. See how this is pushed? Look at it. Roots are popped up out of the ground right there. And it's alive. There's the other one right there. Pushed. But they go, oh. This one right here is pushed. See how it still has pine needles on it. That one's pushed down, and they keep going. But they're all in a row. If you line them up and follow them, they're all in a row. You got the little holly here pushed. You go around this, there's another pine that's pushed down, and then there's an oak, or 2 pines and an oak, I can't remember. I don't want to go back there. I ain't got a really bad feeling right now. Look at the butterbuck.
Looks like a deer.
I'm just gonna look. I'm not gonna go. Got a really screwy feeling. Oh, it's the wind. Excuse me. That may have been a deer. Did you see it? There.
This right here doesn't feel right.
Did you see? I thought it was a deer, but it's really light colored. Real light color. Almost cream colored.
Could be a deer.
Maybe a young deer. There's the other tree that's down. Can't see my screen right there. And if you go around that, yeah, a whole line of bones there. Let's head back up this way. I know it's going right. Just go. We'll come back on a different day.
We'll come back to
Right? Prepared or not, just that I don't like that feeling. It's not a good feeling. I need to get Chris to come up with us and walk down there and see how many of those trees are pushed over.
Yep.
There's no reason.
Do anyway to fix that house.
There's no reason for these pines to be pushed over like that. Living pines. There's nothing wrong with them pines. That one.
Oh, there is now.
Yeah, there is now. It's knocked over.
Oh, I know.
All the trees.
So good.
There's another bone right there. Something.
That's not sweet, is it?
There's a bone.
Oh, here's a
Walk.
jaw.
Walk right over that and then you see it, huh?
There's a bone jaw.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a bunch of them. Oh, it ain't. Look at all them. The vertebrae. Look at that. There's a pelvis bone.
It looks like
Yes. Yeah, I got that one. Oh, some briars.
big thing eating on something.
The last time I come up and walk down there, there's jaw bones and rib bones down further, and more hip bones. And we used to have a road right up here on the other side of this bush that went down. Huh?
You didn't hear that?
What was it?
A grunt?
We ain't got no pigs.
That was a grunt.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Alright guys, we just want to take a walk. We haven't been up here in a while and wanted to check on the property. We got a trail right over here that we can go out toward the gate, but we're not parked over there. We got this property for a steal, and the reason being because of all the junk. The people who were out here, they left in a hurry, and they even took the time. Their dogs that died, the people made a headstone, a concrete headstone for them. Set a nice little burial mound over here, or I mean a burial plot for them with a headstone. The dog's name is Jake, aka Bubba is what they got on his headstone. It's right over there. Once we get up here and get this property cleaned of the trash and of the other things that shouldn't be here, we're gonna straighten that area out where the headstone is and fence it in. We don't know the dog, Jake, is buried there, but it's a life. When you transition to the next life, So we're gonna honor him, and we'll probably quarantine an area right there for when we lose animals. We lose a lot of them, usually from the condition they're in when we pick them up. The rescues, we get a lot of them that don't make it. Usually it's from abuse. Sometimes we get them just where they get sick and the owner either doesn't have the money to, golly, that's a big deer track. Either doesn't have the money to get them treated, or they're not willing to spend the money to get them treated. And so they dump them off on us, and a lot of times they're just too far gone. No matter how much you spend on them, they still don't make it. And that's sad. Could have all been stopped, usually. That's the trailer that was here. Before the people came and stripped all the aluminum off of it, the walls were standing, the trailer was intact, and it was filled. All the people's stuff was still in it. The appliances, vacuum cleaners, TV, beds, everything. The furniture, their clothes, everything they owned was still in the trailer.
They just left it.
Yeah, they abandoned the property, and there's jewelry, pictures, photo albums. Just they walked out of everything. And that was an old trailer. There was a new trailer here by that big cedar on this side of the big cedar tree, and that was the father. We found out his son and his wife lived in the old trailer, and the father lived in the new trailer. Well, he walked out of that new one too. And the bank eventually came in here and hauled that new one off. They took it back, repoed it. But the family was long gone. And it's a wreck. This side was actually really nice. A lot of junk like this. I mean, they left pots and pans, cast iron skillets, a lot of ancient jewelry. Very old, not ancient. Blackberry. This is a true blackberry bush, a wild blackberry. They're sort of bitter. We get one that grows on the ground. There's one that's ripe, right there. But we get a vine that puts these off that grows on the ground, and it's called a dewberry, and they are super sweet. And here's your one. There's a bunch of them up under that pine. This marker here, I put here, this is the septic tank for this trailer that sat here. It actually sat right where we're at right now. There's the power pole for this trailer. We're gonna have to come in, and we've got to prune that big cedar tree because the power line runs right through it. But we're gonna end up putting up a pole barn up here.
That thing's been pushed over. Look at it.
Yeah, that's from the hurricane though. Yeah, there's another one. There's a pine right here pushed down.
Yep.
Hatton's alive. It's right on top of the trail. That's where I filmed that. You guys came here and filmed not too long ago, and I walked in there and sat on a log, and something come up from behind me, and I had to move. That's the trail we walked in on. Well, that tree's laying over it now, but we walked right in, right there where the tree's laying. So that's new. We got lots of these blackberries out here. They're everywhere. We got this tall tree right here. That's a persimmon, and they do put off a lot of fruit. All of these that you see that are standing above the rest, all these are persimmons, and they put out a lot of fruit. There's a lot of cactus. Ow, that hurt. Briars. So cactus pears. All the cactus.
We're gonna make that into a garden.
We got cactus all over out here. Yeah, this is a persimmon. This is persimmon. All of these right here. And they get pretty heavy with fruit. Once the persimmons start coming in, we'll come up here. And if you're looking to get them to eat, you just shake the tree and the ripe ones fall off. Never pick a persimmon. I don't care how ripe it looks. If you gotta pick it to eat it, it'll draw your mouth together like you sucked on the most sour lemon you've ever found. All these light yellow color leaves, that's the blackberries. There's the property's covered in them. All of this up in here is blackberry. It's radiation from the sun is burning everything up. So you got some black ones up in the shade right here, maybe. That big pine, I put that there. That one was growing right over here. You can see the roots sticking up. It was right there and the hurricane blew it over. And so I picked it up with a tractor and moved it. That's part of our drive. Here's a, it got busted up a little bit.
Yeah.
I killed a few rattlesnakes right here when I was bush hogging it. I didn't see them and cut them up. This is a persimmon, if you guys don't know. Let's get my screen on. But that's what the persimmon looks like. The leaves from it. This is a wild persimmon. And then we got the wild grapes, the muscadines right here. Which they should have fruit started. We picked a lot of them here last year. They should have young fruit starting on them. But out here we got the muscadines, the persimmons, the blueberries, the crab apples, the mayhaws, dewberries. There's a lot of, oh, this is ate up by that disease. That's the disease right there.
You gotta, she's gotta come
That's
down
the
there.
fruit. That's the way the fruit is supposed to look. When it gets them little spikes all over it, that's the disease, and it'll eat the tree up. There's some right there. All the trees that are down that are dead, that's from the hurricane. Like those, they lost a lot of them. They got pushed over, and it's broke some of the main roots out of them, so they ended up dying. This is where that big pine was that I moved with the tractor. That in there. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here, get to the house. Got animals to take care of. Got a lot to do today. We got rain coming. And we'll try to get everything done before the rain gets here. So y'all have a wonderful afternoon. God bless you. And we'll absolutely be seeing you guys soon.